What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Roaring Twenties. We are back again. We have Gia back in the building today.
December's very dedicated.
You said that last week.
Oh, my bad. December official.
We don't even care about December.
December affiliate.
Alright.
December's very own. And we got her.
Yeah, I'm the host, the owner, the everything, okay? But anyways, thank you for tuning in to this episode, and I appreciate everybody who watched our very first episode that came out last week. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Bear with me, because I'm working to get it on Spotify and Apple and the Google Play, so you can just listen to it without watching it if you choose, if that's your thing, or you want to watch it. It's gonna be on YouTube too, so yeah, bear with me on that. I'm just trying to work out how to do that still. I'm busy with other things, so yeah. But today, we got a range of
Coming live.
And 5, 4, I know.
No, don't do that song. Do, hold up.
That was like the only video show.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He didn't hit the Montana because, we ain't a famous superstar.
Coming live from the Arrowhead Stadium.
Arrowhead. Well, the Royal Stadium, because Kansas City.
They've been doing good, the Royals.
KC, baby. Anyways, yeah, this episode, we got a lot of interesting topics that we're going to discuss between each other and things like that. So, first one we're going to talk about maybe, I don't know. I had to, hold on, off my iPad. I'm going to cut that out anyways, but let me see.
What's today? Thursday?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Thursday. But yeah, you remember last week we were talking about that new Netflix show called Two Different Strangers on Netflix?
Oh, I still need to watch that. I haven't watched it.
That we was going to talk about for the first time. I was like, he gonna go watch it. But, okay. I'm just summarize it, I guess. Yeah, because he's supposed to go watch it. We discussed it last week, tomorrow he was gonna watch it. But anyways, this is about this African. We both got finals this whole month. College is stupid. Don't go to college. Yeah. But anyways, it's a short film about an African American guy, African American male, who's trying to get back home to his dog, and every time he gets stopped by this one police officer, and he ends up killing him every time. And in the middle, close to the end, it says he killed him 100 times. Dang. And I was just like,
it was that serious?
It was over at the dumbest stuff though. That's not the thing with George Floyd, the little tussle, he couldn't breathe. That's how he died the first time. And the second time he shot him. He ran away from me. He shot him in the back. But I'm thinking imagine if you're gonna die every day, and you can't change it. Living the same day over and over, but you do something different every time and you still die. That's crazy.
That just reminds me of Happy Death Day. Have you seen that movie?
Oh, was that girl? I didn't see it, but it was her birthday and somebody died. I mean, somebody killed her on her birthday. I don't know how many times they killed her.
It was a bunch.
Was it the same dude?
Mm-hmm. He was supposed to be this escaped convict, and he was coming after her.
Why?
I don't know, because I think his type was small blondes, and she fit his description. And then he was at the hospital being treated, and then she went there, and then I guess that's when he decided that was about to be his next victim. And so
it's crazy. People just, that's real life though. People just be like, ooh, I see her, I'm gonna get her next.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not funny. Yeah. That's not funny, but that's how really people. I don't know what's going through people's minds. You don't ever know. People have hard days, so you don't ever know what's happening in their mind.
You having hard lives, hard childhoods, hard everything. Yeah. But I don't know. It's been a lot of cop killings recently, and I really am tired of it. So it's like, it gets to a point where everybody can't be doing a mistake or it's an accident. It really just seemed like...
Oh, yeah, with Dante Wright? Mm-hmm. Like, a gun and a taser. A gun is heavy as heck. Like, that mug is, like, all metal. I don't know. Yeah. I ain't never been stopped by a cop before, so thank God on that one. So...
And what was that one kid that your mom was talking about? That Latino kid? He was 13 years old.
Oh, yeah, in Chicago. He was in Chicago.
He got shot.
Yeah, he put it, he was like running from the cops. Of course. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning.
No, they said...
He was running from him.
No, they say they eventually stopped. And he had his hand raised, but they still shot him.
Yeah, he was running from, like, you stopped and he turned around, like, turn around and they still shot him.
So his hands was up and they still shot him. So I don't really get, like, what was the point of that? And I don't get the lady talking about, what did they say? She was like 10 years. It's her 10th year on the job and she mistaken...
that was like 20 or something like that. On the
20
something.
Some, y'all probably know, but she was mistaking her gun for a taser. And I'm like, it's on 2 different sides, 2 different weights, 2 different... Colors. It's like...
There's gonna be different colors. I don't know.
I could see if you was like in a real stressful situation and it was like life or death for you, but they literally pulled him over and she still made the mistake of grabbing her gun thinking it was the taser. So I'm like, everybody got an excuse now. Everybody's just making the same mistake. Oh, I didn't mean to kill him. Oh, I really wasn't trying to. Oh, I thought I was grabbing this, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, these are the people that's really supposed to protect and serve. But then, they ain't doing that. So it's really, they just protect and serve themselves.
Or people who look like them.
Oh, yeah. People who look like them.
Who favor, I won't say favor them, but who are more favorable to them. Because it makes sense. If that makes sense to y'all. That makes sense? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think, don't you think they should defund the police?
Not defund. I don't really know. Because there's a lot of crime that happens in the United States. Mm-hmm. And they're the only people who are trained to handle, not trained, well, they are trained. They're trained, but like, how you train somebody to like, not shoot somebody, like, or something like that, or train somebody to shoot somebody. Like how can you decide who lives or dies? That's the only thing I'm like stuck with on certain parts of it. I don't want to say defund because there are certain situations that I can handle. Like the person I'm like, who I call Ghostbusters, or something like that. Not Ghostbusters, but like call the police. I'm like, but then again, call the police is like, dang. I'm kind of scared to call them too. So like most of the time,
that's another thing. People like, already be scared to call them.
So yeah, and
it's like, are the police really here for us, or are they just here?
Ghostbusters. I'm sorry.
And then I saw this thing on Instagram. This girl was like, ask her like a toddler or something, like how a police acts and stuff, and then they said if the toddler stay like stop and freeze and hold up his gun, then that really shows you that the police is really not here to stop you. They're here to like.
Wait, what? The toddler did that, or they asked him to do that?
The toddler did that. Oh. They asked the toddler to describe the police, and then he was like stop and freeze, and then he held up like an imaginary gun, and it was like, so if a toddler is doing that, that really just shows that the police is not really here to protect and serve. They're really here to like, I don't even know what they said, but like they here to basically destroy, I guess.
To destroy.
Not destroy, but like they not here to protect and serve is the basic thing.
Yeah, but like we're not saying like that all police are bad. I don't want to say the select few because I know people have good intentions in their heart not to cause anybody any harm, but then there are people who are like really like bastards and that's like that who just like.
Did you hear about that girl that just recently died? I don't know her name.
All like in the, I want to say what I was at the country, not the country. I'm sorry, not the country. That girl who got like lynched or something like that.
Oh yeah, I just heard about that today. But I was talking about the girl that was getting into a fight, and then the girl was about to get jumped at her house, so she called the police.
Oh yeah.
She had that knife,
and the police shot her.
Yeah, and I'm like, What was your thinking behind that? Because has he even said anything about that?
I don't think so. But
like, that's definitely not a mistake. And I'm like, how are you gonna shoot the person
who
that called
you? It's scary. It's scary because it's like I call you to come, help save me, but then you kill me in the instant. Like, I don't know.
Are we really seen as that threatening to where y'all have no choice but to pull out y'all gun and shoot us? So I'm like, this man was probably like in his 30s or 40s. He has his gun, tasers, probably like pepper spray or something. This girl only had a knife and she was only like 16. I'm like, that cannot really be that threatening as y'all making it. Because y'all really just out here killing kids that really have done nothing to deserve to die. And then that girl that got lynched, I don't even know the full story about that. But
I don't know. I saw it on Instagram today, so I don't really know everything about that. But I think that I don't think they see all black people, but I'm saying like what the media portrays about African Americans or you want to call black people, people like instantly associate certain aspects of things with people of color and African Americans. But like in my media ethics class, we learned about like how like people who are not of color, like when certain like let's say somebody got shot or something like that, and like the suspect was person of color, and like they put like a mug shot on TV. Like for a lot of the times, like they would just like put their mug shot with like no name or something like that. So like if you see that over and over, you're not a person of color. In the back of your head, you thinking about like, all people are like all people of color or like do this or are capable of this. Which I'm not saying I don't know everybody's capable of something, but I don't want to just walk out into the street one day and people like associate me with certain stereotypes. Which I'm pretty sure they do, but looking at me because I'm African American. So I can't change your perception of me. Well, I can change your perception of me, but like your initial perception of me, I can't really change it until I say something over my mouth to speak because I'm not illiterate or anything like that. But your initial perception of me is something, or of us is something that they have to change, not us. So that is something that they should work on. I guess y'all should work on that. I'm not gonna lie and say y'all should. Y'all should. Okay, because
it's like a bunch of stigmas around people of color, and I'm like, there's no reason to like have the same mindsets and stuff from like 10, 20 years ago.
50 years ago.
50 years ago.
Jim Crow.
Exactly.
Slavery.
Yeah. What was I feel to say? And I'm like, and then like, they always want to like post like police in areas where it's like heavily populated by persons of color, and I'm like, so y'all really out here? Y'all not really out here trying to help. Y'all really out here just looking for people to arrest, people to shoot, or people to detain and stuff like that. Cause I'm like, if you go to an all white neighborhood, they might be doing like same things that you would find in people of color neighborhood or black neighborhood, Latino neighborhood, but over there it's less cops and stuff, so they'll get away with it way more. Or the cops over there would be like, "Oh, it's not that serious."
Yeah, they're just kids. It doesn't really matter.
And then they come over to our side of things, and like, "Oh, they criminals. Oh, you know how they be over here and stuff like that." Just already having in their mind that we're unredeemable and we like need to get arrested or whatever they choose to do. And I'm like, y'all here looking for problems in areas of.
The only difference is just the amount of money in the areas. Like that's all it is. Like the people who live in like suburbs and things like that. The only difference is they have money to cover certain things up, so stuff don't get like news coverage and stuff like that. But the same stuff does happen in all neighborhoods. Like people are still people. Like people, everybody got problems and stuff like that. So the same stuff does happen. It's just they cover it up with money and stuff like that. So then that's what it is to me. Well, I know that actually for a fact. So that's what it is.
So I'm like, I don't know. Something got to change because sooner or later, one side is gonna have enough, and we all know what side that is. We all know what side that is. But like, just an example, like the Capitol, all that stuff happened at the Capitol. They got to do all that stuff. Went inside, stormed
I ain't got no words to say to that.
Outside of the Capitol.
I was really appalled, and I was like, wow.
And then Black Lives Matter protests and stuff, they want to gas us and then shoot all rubber bullets and stuff. And like make the situation like way worse than it is. But people just stormed the Capitol, and then it's all rainbows and sunshine.
I've got sunshine.
So I'm like, from where I sit, it makes no sense. I don't know what's going on their side, but like I said,
I don't know. I want to fully understand other people's logic.
One side is
who are non-people of color. Because I'm not saying all non-people of color. Like, I have friends who are like non-people of color. I don't distrust them. I trust people I know I trust. I'm gonna say that. Mm-hmm. But I just want to understand. Like, I want to have a serious conversation with somebody and try to fully understand their logic. I really want to understand because certain things I just don't get. Maybe it's the way I was raised, the way we were raised, and the way they were raised. It's conflicts. I said conflicts. Whatever, you know what I mean. Clash. Not collage. Clash. That's the word. Clash. What you just said? I said collage. It's clash. Yeah, clash. Okay. Clash together. That's what I was trying to say. Okay.
And what's that dude, Derek Chauvin?
Who?
That dude that killed George Floyd. He just got...
Oh, he got like, how many years?
I don't know.
He had the minimum sentence. He didn't get the maximum sentence. He had the minimum sentence.
He had like 3 different sentences.
He had 3 different charges.
Yeah. But, and now they saying that he said he want to...
appeal it?
A retrial, because he said it was already a bunch of like propaganda and stuff about his trial, and he feel like that affected it.
Of course it affected
it. No, he trying to say that...
Not in a bad way. I feel like if the media coverage wasn't so heavy about George Floyd, the same thing would happen 100 other times.
Exactly.
So like he just got off, and I'm just like, but the thing that happened with Breonna Taylor, like they paid her family, R.I.P. Breonna Taylor, I'm just saying, but they paid her family out. Like you can't put a price on death, in my opinion, even though like the civil courts and like the grand jury think you can't. I don't think you put a price on death. So. Yeah, basically they paid her family out, stuff like that. So,
how far are they really willing to take it? Is my question, because it's like it's a new name every day, like a new story, and nothing is changing. I don't know. They better kick Joe Biden out the office.
He gonna try to kick Joe Biden out. He's doing so many different things. Like he want to ban like swishers and stuff like that. People ain't gonna go for that.
What is the focus on?
Like, he trying to ban swishers. I don't smoke, I'm just saying.
What's going on with the police? Not all police are bad, we understand that, but we still gotta focus on the ones that are. Because it's about to be, one side is about to just say they had enough. Hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your children, hide your kids.
Shut up. Okay. Well, after we're finished with that topic, I have a question to ask you.
Ask away.
Okay, so basically, I'm asking, do you think...
Nope. No, I'm playing.
You got a question to ask me?
No.
All right, then. See, because I was saying, let the host. Oh, get it? Like host? No. That's because you're lame. Anyways. Okay, so do you think like your parents have an effect?
I'm sorry, but it looked like a bite.
Hold on, wait. It's what? What this is?
Indeed, yeah.
That's what the table, like leather, whatever this material is. We fold it up, you put it against the thing in the garage. Scratch that because I had to edit that part out because yeah, but anyways, basically I'm asking like, I know for a lot of people, like they like live to make their parents happy in a sense. So basically, my question is: do you think as like Gen Z, because like we're not millennials, I think we like Gen Z. Yeah, do you think it's like Gen Z like the effect your parents have on you? Like, I'm sorry, not to ask the question. The question I'm asking is basically, do you think your parents' values and like what they value, what people think of them, have a negative effect on their children?
Talking about my parents or parents?
This is like parents in general.
Yes.
How so?
I feel like it really hits mothers harder because mothers are supposed to be like this natural caretaker. They're supposed to be like the one that's supposed to like um raise the kids and stuff. Be the one to teach them like right from wrong. Cause mothers, they're natural caretakers. Like people always look at them and say like, if something's going on with a child, they'd be asking like where his mom at and stuff like that. So I feel like mothers, they really always try to do what everybody else is doing, like try to like change their what's it called, teaching,
parenting.
Yeah, they try to change their parenting to fit like a certain mode, and then like they always wondering like comparing themselves to other mothers and how their kids are like, oh, that mom is always there for their kid, and oh, that mom is always at the meetings and all this and stuff, and then they'll just sit there and look at them and be like, oh my gosh, I ain't made it to one meeting yet, or I still gotta fill this out. And so I feel like, yeah, it really hit mothers hard. And with fathers, I feel like fathers also have a hard time because, well, especially black fathers and like people of color. Fathers of color is what I should say. And so like with black fathers, it's always a stereotype that he's not around and stuff like that. And he's not there, like whether that or he got like different baby mamas and kids, and like he out here doing whatever. He out here doing whatever he wants and stuff like that. And so fathers, they gotta work hard just to like change that image to show that they are a part of their child's life, or children's life. And basically, nobody wants to be called a bad parent, really. And so they really always compare themselves to other parents. And yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
I feel like it's a negative thing because I feel like, well, we're all raised on our parents' values and like what they believe, stuff like that. But I feel like if you constantly comparing, basically you're raising your children based on what other people think about them and how other people perceive them. So I'm like, that negatively affects your children because like everybody's not the same. Like we all have different personalities and everything. So you can't like raise your children how other people raising their children because their children are not their children. So it's just like basically, go ahead.
With social media and stuff, and people like they put their kids on social media like all the time. And you know about like Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union, they daughter now.
Yeah.
How
is it Zara?
Yeah, Zara.
Zara.
And they was saying like, oh, you shouldn't let him. What's it called?
He wants.
You shouldn't let him.
Did the surgery, doesn't he, to like remove
something like that?
I don't know the full. I forgot. It was like almost a year ago when that happened.
Yeah. Basically, they was just trying to say that. Why are y'all letting him do this? Why are you letting him choose? He's too young, or I don't respect that y'all let him do that, or I don't respect y'all anymore and stuff like that. And I just feel like other parents be trying to parent other people's kids for them, and I'm like, that is their kid, and y'all worried about what's going on in their house, and it don't even affect what's going on in yours. So I feel like that's also an aspect. It's like parents really be on top of other parents and stuff.
They'll be parenting their own kids. Like, what are you doing? Your kid over there drawing on the wall. Like, your kid in the middle of the street, go get him. Like, what are you doing? Your kid was out late last night. Where was you at? In the bed? Okay. Your kid where they supposed to be at.
And then
I ain't blaming their kids. Okay.
They be blaming like a way a kid acts and stuff based off the parent. And I'm like, at the end of the day, yeah,
We all have free will, do whatever we want to.
Yeah, parents do have a say in how a kid behaves or acts. But at the end of the day, like she said, sometimes kids really just gonna do whatever and grow up to be whatever. Grow up to do whatever.
Yeah, with that though, I feel like with people like always judging stuff like that, I feel like parents don't like allow their kids to like grow all the way. Like I feel like the mistakes you make like label who you are as a person. Like we all make mistakes in our life, but it's just like growing up is just like I always felt like you can't make a mistake. It's just like it's like this like you'll be labeled or seen as this like problem because it's like you made it one time and it's like okay, so that my life like I just like I did stuff you were supposed to do, but most part really did. I was like I'm gonna be labeled or I'm gonna be seen as this because it's just like I just couldn't. I don't know.
Excuse me. And then you got parents that be trying to live through their kids. Or parents.
Oh my God.
Or parents that be like, no, don't do this. I want you to do that. Because they see how other kids are. And they be wanting them to be like that.
Those be the parents who don't have good relationships with their kids. Because, like, often your kids end up, like, resenting you. Because it's like, you never let me be me. I will say my mom has let all me and my siblings be us in a sense. Yeah, well, be us all the way because, if you don't be you, who you gonna be? Basically, if you don't be you, you'll be your parents. And then you'll be like 30, 40 years down the line, like, dang, I hate them. You can't hate them. I don't care. You say you don't hate them. And then y'all relationship for years is broken. Y'all don't speak, y'all don't do anything. It's all because a problem that you could have fixed a long time ago by saying, I'm gonna let you have not free reign, I'm gonna just let you try something new that different. Try something that was like that's acceptable now in your time. During my time was acceptable. So you can just try this. Go ahead and do that. No. Parents, listen to your kids.
Please.
Because if you don't, please. I don't say they end up hating you or hold on, this ain't a parents podcast. Sorry. Do y'all don't listen to y'all parents because who ain't know right from wrong? They grew up from their parents' values in the 1960s and 70s. It's 2021. Things have changed, okay? So, don't worry about what they say. Because in the end, they gonna love you. Okay, what would you say? I forgot. What'd you say?
I was about to say, if your parents not accepting who you are or like not accepting what you want to do, where you want to go, I don't even know what to do. Maybe sit down and have a conversation with them. And if that don't work, there's really nothing you can do. Because if they don't want to see you for who you are, what you want to do, then you can't make them see. You can't lead a blind horse to drink water. You never heard of that before?
I thought it was you can't lead a horse to water. No, it's you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. That's the thing. That's the thing. You said you can't lie horse to water, but you can't make him drink. I was like, I ain't never heard that analogy. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
But also including that, I feel like we are a generation, like who peep. Like I don't want to say. We're a generation who were, like, raised by broken people because, like, we were raised in the time where, like, a lot of stuff with, our parents were raised in a time in America where, like, a lot of them came from, like, broken homes and stuff like that because of, like, all the wars and economic,
It was only raised in the 70s, 80s.
It was still stuff going, I'm gonna say the Iraq War, but that was, like, I don't know.
Probably, like, close to, like, the Civil War.
Yeah, not the Civil War.
That was in the 60s.
Well, okay, anyways. But yeah, like, I feel like, we were raised by, like, broken people. So, like, out of us, I don't say I got problems. We all got problems, I'm sure.
That's why they say, if you got problems, don't have kids, because...
Oh, my God. They do say that, but people don't listen.
I know what I'm saying. Like, all that trauma that you have.
It's a cycle of trauma. Just gonna go from you to your kids. Like, if you don't heal from your past traumas, it's just gonna come back to bite you in the end. I think a lot of us are just now learning that, or we're seeing it in like people our age and our parents. That was like, we like a generation. That's why a lot of us are like doing things differently our way, because we see how certain things affected our parents, and just like, I don't want to be like that. Like, I see it, not me personally, but it's an example. Like, you like see somebody like your parent, your 9-to-5 job, and notice that like you like never happy. Like basically, I watched that movie Fences with Denzel Washington.
Yep.
Like, I rewatched that movie like the other day, and yeah, because I hated it at first. I hated that movie. I was like, this is a terrible movie. But then like I watched it again, I was like, wow, I didn't catch on to this. But like, basically, he was stuck in the same place for 18 years of his life. And I was like, oh my God, like, how can you... It just opened my eyes, and I was just like...
People don't be, like, dealing with their issues, and then they just stay there.
Yeah, and I was just like, you were so unhappy with your life, but you didn't do anything to change it. And basically, when you didn't do anything to change it, you ended up hurting other people in the process. And I was just like, that can't be my life. Like, I don't want allowed to be my life. Like, you imagine being complacent and stagnant for 18 years.
To a dream deferred.
Who is that? Wait, is it Maya? I was like Maya Angelou.
What happens to a dream deferred is Langston
R.I.P.
Hughes. That's Langston Hughes. What happened to a dream deferred?
Okay. You said it like 6 times. Okay.
But you just want to say it's Maya Angelou.
I was, but there are a lot of great poets.
No, it's not about poetry. It's about that poem.
I know, but she was a great poet, a great author, everything.
If you don't follow your dreams, or you always like push it later and later, you're really gonna end up resenting yourself. And the idea of you wanting more and not going after it is really gonna be stuck in your head.
It gets smaller and smaller.
It's gonna kill you from the inside out, cause you know what you want to do, you know where you want to be, and yet you ain't did it yet. And then you're going to feel like it's too late to do it, or you'll never get the chance. When really all you got to do is just take the chance now or then. And that's
speaking on that, that's where I'm at right now in my life. Like, I know who I want to be, what I want to do, but I don't know how to start. So, that's the thing with a lot of us. I don't know how to start.
But
so if you got suggestions or something like
read that poem.
Hit me up in the comments.
Read that poem.
Dang, like I wasn't talking. Yeah.
The American dream is a lie.
You are my African queen.
Yeah, but that's what we were saying. Parents.
Oh yeah,
parents be healing from what they went through, and then they actually might put that same type of issue on you. They'll probably be doing the same thing their parents did to them to you, and they'd be like, "You hated her or him for that, and you over here doing it to me." Or it'll be like, they still got bad relationships with their parents, and that just affects you and your grandparents.
You just got a whole family of broken people.
A whole family of trauma that it's just been passed to you because you're the next generation, and that's why I don't have kids. You got stuff to work out.
I just said I don't have a kid. I'm about to say, Delia ain't no kid, but never mind. I say yeah because a lot.
Because kids can't save you, so don't think if you have a kid, your whole life is just gonna be on a 10. And all your problems is gonna go away. They're gonna be there.
You ain't get TikTok. Cause like how I'm gonna do all these like references and everything. You don't know what I'm doing because you just sitting there. You was like,
they gonna be there.
Who?
Your problem. I'm not getting the TikTok.
Okay, hold on, wait. Pause from the serious conversation we having, y'all. He won't get a TikTok because all the allegations and everything that they had against him, like stealing your information, just like that.
And telling a full story.
No, you tell the full story. It's your story, not mine.
Exactly. So let me tell it.
Hold up, wait a minute, because I'm trying to.
Because you over here telling him, man, you don't tell me to tell it.
Go ahead and tell him.
That stuff what you said.
The truth.
I know that stuff what you said. And I feel like I really don't want to be on that much social media.
Them crunchy chips that you hit. I can't.
I really don't want that much social media on my phone, it just give me like an excuse to be on there way more than I need to be. And so, if I just stick to what I got right now, I won't be on there as much as I would be if I had TikTok on there. Because y'all be on there all day, every day.
I don't be on TikTok.
These kids be on here all day, every day.
When TikTok first came out, I would spend like hours. And I'd be like, I've been on here for 2 hours just scrolling. Like, it was just like, it's addicting. But like, I've cut back a lot.
Yeah, I don't want that on me. So I'm going to stick to my Snapchat and Instagram. And stick to that Instagram Explore page. That's what
No, but like, think of all the happy people in the world who don't have social media. Like, the most attractive and happy. Like, people, like, they live in a best life without social media. Before, that's just a good thing. But TikTok, you missing out. Because, like, you can't. TikTok's like a faster way of information. Like, you get 60 seconds. Well, now you got 3-minute videos because people make like.
See, y'all just made it too much. First it was dances, then it was tutorials. Now it's how to cook, how to do this, how to go about that. I'm like, y'all really want people on there all day.
Yeah. Low-key, I learned more on TikTok than I learned in the whole year about school and stuff like that. I ain't gonna lie, because this year, school is just like, I don't know, I'm even learning. I'm just doing, I'm going through the motions right now. Until we done with school. Finals coming up next week.
School, I'm sorry to ask school, like, what do you think about school? Because it's the first 2 years of my life. But yeah, I'm good on TikTok because I don't want to be on my phone all the time.
What do you do all day then?
What I do?
Because you said you'd be on Snapchat and Instagram, but you'd be on the For You page on Instagram for hours too, just scrolling.
Explore page.
Exactly. You can do the same thing on TikTok you do on Instagram.
Exactly. Right, it's either one or the other. It can't be both. It's one or the other. And I already got Instagram, so I don't need TikTok. If I can be on the Explore page on Instagram, I don't need to be scrolling through TikTok. I don't need both.
Whatever. Loser, but okay. Because he missing out.
Dumb.
You a dumb. Dang. I ain't. Anyways. Okay. We're about to wrap up this. What was we talking about before we interrupted about TikTok?
Before you interrupted about TikTok.
Well, before I interrupted, you know what I meant.
We was talking about trauma. Parents and their trauma.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we talk about trauma. So basically, in my opinion, if you come from a broken family, I won't say it's your job to fix. Okay, it's not your job to fix your family, but in the end, it's your job to fix you and like who you. Because like we all make our own family. It's just your job to fix you because you can only create your happiness in the end. Like no one else can create or fulfill your happiness. Only certain holes can only be filled by you. So heal. Not learn how to heal, but heal. Like we all gotta heal from certain things in our life, but you need to choose growth over comfort and what you know, because in the end you'll be stuck in a cycle just like everybody people before you.
Passing on.
That's a big thing in the African American community. Like certain things like are just covered up. Like you got like family secrets. I just learned some family secrets. And I'm like, dang, what? Like that happened? I'm like, I ain't gonna speak on that, but I'm just saying, like, dang, we one big happy family. No,
Kuna Matata.
It means no worries for the best. I said best rest of our days.
You can't fix your family. You can only fix you.
That's what I'm working on. I'll fix myself. Cheers, Mom, for the money.
And that's what you gotta do anyway. Before you try to fix anybody else, you gotta fix you. What they say when you're on the plane is about to crash, put your mask on. Put your mask on first before you try to put somebody else's on. And so
I'm
before
drowning.
You try to worry about everybody else,
I'm drowning.
That's to worry about you. Because who are you to fix somebody else and you broken?
I ain't broken. I'm fixed. I know what you're saying, but
I know.
Anyways, that's all. Oh, you're not bad.
I don't know what else to say. That's all you have to say. What's on that paper?
I'm looking at my notes and stuff. Looking at my notes for this. Anyways, we can talk about.
Huh? You can go ahead.
We can talk about these next episode because this one's kind of running kind of long. On this one, we already at like 43 minutes. So yeah. But to end this off, I want to end this podcast off differently. Like, I want to start something different because many people don't do this in many videos or podcasts. I want to leave y'all with a positive quote that y'all should be thinking about throughout the week. See? I got it right here for y'all. Hold on. Let me pull it up.
I got a quote for y'all, too.
I got a quote for y'all. Okay. Let's see what you got. Because my quote...
Black Lives Matter.
Oh, sorry. Snap.
That's not my quote. But y'all stay... stay in the news and on the media and watch.
But also investigate the news and media consuming because everything that's put out there isn't the truth. So investigate. Do your research behind certain things.
Pay attention because something's finna go down. One side is about to get really
bad. You got a quote that you got pulled up?
No.
Oh.
To find one.
He would be like me so bad. Biggest fan type, you know. This is my... Oh. You want me to go first? You want to go first?
You can go ahead.
Okay, this is the quote that I want to leave with y'all today.
Ohana means family. It means no one gets left behind.
Where did it even come from?
Lilo and Stitch.
I did not like that show.
That was the best movie ever. But that's not my quote. I just wanted to say
okay, that. The quote that I want to leave with y'all this week is, you are worthy of all the things you want, even though they feel out of reach. That is the quote that I have for y'all today.
Drum roll, please. Louder. Louder. My quote is for y'all.
Duh.
No one can do everything, but everyone can do something. Think about that.
Okay, we'll end on that note, but thank you guys for watching our second episode of the Roaring 20s podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be looking out for it on Spotify and Apple, because we'll get that out this week when we post this episode. So both episodes should be posted on those platforms and on YouTube by the end of this. Well, when this episode drops, it'll be posted with this one. So thank you for watching.
Comment who y'all like more.
Me? Come on now.
Oh, they gonna say they hate you.
Nobody hates me.
Whose podcast is it really? Hers?
Mine.
Or mine?
Who created it?
Who y'all like more? Who put y'all on the most?
Put you on what?
Put them on like information and stuff like.
Me?
Who really out here looking out for them? Out there providing good info. Who are out there making sure they know what to do from right and wrong, left and right.
Anyways, we'll end on that note. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for upcoming episodes that we having. All right.
Peace.